In today's news, you couldn't make this up, even if you wanted to. Calamity and crisis seems to be everywhere that you turn. Our first major headline comes in from the Wall Street Silver. Former United States Representative Ron Paul calls to abolish the World Economic Forum Global ID cashless agenda, stating it should be disappeared.
What are your thoughts on the World Economic Forum?
Well, it should be disappeared, intellectually speaking, because, yes, it is a powerful force, and they're using the same tools that I'm advocating for liberty. I mean, you take a guy like Soros and others before the World Economic Council came, they got a hold of the educational system, and then they moved along from there. Our universities were there. And even with COVID, it looks like they've taken over completely the medical profession, which is really sad. But they are the bad news.
Now this is quite a revelation, shocking really to hear the overbearing power this institution has and what they have decided to do with it, which, like the rest of the 1%, they have decided to accumulate more. Speaking of which, we have Professor Stonge here talking about the Federal Reserve, who is currently sitting on an $8 trillion mountain of stolen goods that it needs to get rid of. Selling it could strangle credit, hike mortgages, and crash treasury markets. So the solution is writing a blank check to Washington, effectively stuffing an $8 trillion elephant into a canoe, with no elegant way to get it off. And if you think the crisis stops there, then you would be wrong. As we can see again from Professor Stonge, central bankers admit that they're buying up gold as insurance in case everything collapses. They are preparing for a government shutdown, a black swan event, and a total blackout. Central banks have been hoovering up gold since the 2008 financial crisis, and it's now accelerating, up 34% in just 1 year. Even though the 1% elites, their press releases and media tell you everything is fine, their behaviour says something else. Calamity and crisis seem to be everywhere that you turn, which is why it's imperative that you do your own research right now and look into assets like XRP that could change the monetary system, that can make you financially free. As we can see from Stephen Thomas here, former Ripple CTO, he states in this interview, I think there's a lot of competition. I think people will pick the most efficient, which is XRP. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Godspeed, good day, and good night.